been a few months, I think or so, since we decided to let things go. Been hard on my heart, so I second guess every decision. Guess I regret not giving it more time to see if it was all just in my mind. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was meant to be you all along. Maybe I was so afraid of being strong that I held on to my weakness for too long. Maybe I was wrong. Catching up with old, but I think about them in a different way. Cause you're not who I'm telling them about. They ask if I'm with or without. Yeah, I just want to be sure that I don't want you anymore. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was meant to be you all along. Maybe I was so afraid of being strong that I held on to my weakness for too long. Maybe I was I was wrong. Maybe it was meant to be you all along. Maybe I was so afraid of being strong that I held on to my weakness for too long. Or maybe I was wrong.